kindly, allow me to ask this one question, kindly. My name is Purity from KBC. You began your statement by saying the virus is widely spreading in the country. That means there is no breakthrough into controlling this. And we've seen from even China or even other countries that have had rapid spread of this virus calling for a lockdown when such cases are experienced. Maybe you can tell us what's the plan for the country. Number two, for the people who are recovering or receiving treatment, what mode of treatment are you using for these patients?
Let me oblige you by saying that, you know, we will take, as the President said this morning, there is nothing that is not on the table. But there are certain very serious preparations. Before you take a step, you need to prepare substantially for any step that you want to take. And we will not make steps irresponsibly, so to speak. We owe a responsibility to Kenyans, particularly those in vulnerable areas and particularly those in vulnerable groups, to ensure that we protect them under any circumstance. So let's just put it this way. Let's say that as we watch the situation and what we have seen, Kenyans should prepare themselves for stiffer measures that the government is going to take, because we cannot, as I said earlier, we cannot behave normally in an abnormal situation. Let's observe, for now, let's observe what we are supposed to observe seriously. And let me also say this. You can go into a so-called lockdown and just be speaking about it. If you lock down people, 10 people in a room, and you have got one infected person, and you are talking about locking those people in, all you are doing is spreading the virus amongst those ones that you have locked in. So you must think through, you know, what you are doing. And every country has got different circumstances and act differently. If we do what we are supposed to do, lockdowns come because people are not doing what they are supposed to do. Because if you are keeping social distance, if you are keeping away the distance you are supposed to, then it will not be necessary. But it becomes necessary because that is not being done. I'll ask my colleague to answer the other question.
Thank you once again. This being a viral infection, there's no specific treatment. The treatment we offer as clinicians is basically supportive treatment. Supportive means we respond to the symptoms that you exhibit as we take care of you. Like if you have a fever, we give you something to bring down your fever. If you are coughing, we give you something to suppress the cough. However, there are very many trials that are being undertaken as we speak. And the most quoted is, of course, the use of hydrochloroquine and an antibiotic called azithromycin, which is locally available. So all those medicines are at our disposal to be able to deploy for cases which require them. For example, the current patient who is admitted in ICU in Aga Khan is actually on chloroquine and azithromycin and is making good progress. But because this is just a single statistic, we cannot be able to say that chloroquine and azithromycin works for COVID-19. We require a bigger sample size so that it can be statistically significant for us to say this treatment works for COVID-19 and this one does not work. Thank you.